Hey guys, welcome to Jaxbeautifulyou. Today's video, we're doing a massive haul. I went a little crazy this month, did some retail therapy. I was very curious about some fragrances. I had some fragrances that I found on sale that I had had on my wish list for a very long time, and it was time to cross those off and finally get them in my collection. And I do have some that were sent to me in PR as well, but most of them I bought with my own money, so I did go a little crazy this month. I need to slow my roll, but here we are. So if you like haul videos, if you want to see the new goodies that I got in my collection, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so again, this is just a haul video. This is not a review video. I don't know my thoughts and feelings on some of these fragrances because I haven't had a chance to really wear them yet. I can give you my first thoughts and impressions of the fragrances so far, but I do reserve the right to change my mind once I start to wear the fragrances and really get to know them. So yeah, a lot of these perfumes I still really need to get to know, but again, I will keep you updated in future videos and let you know how I really feel about all these fragrances as I have time to play with them. So let's start off with this one. I've already done a full review on this fragrance, so if you're interested in knowing more about this perfume, I will leave the review. It should be out by now. I think that video is out before this haul video, but this is the new Miss Dior Parfum, the 2024 version, and again, I did a full review on this fragrance, so if you're interested in hearing the details about it, then please check it out. I will leave it in the description box. But this is what the bottle looks like. It does come with the fabric silver bow, and I think the color of the juice is really pretty. So this has strawberry, it has some peach, it has some apricot. It does kind of go back to the previous Miss Dior's where it has that amberwood, ambery, patchouli, cedar, oak moss type of base. And as you can see by the dent, I've really been testing this one out because I just really wanted to get my full thoughts on it and give you guys a review. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about the perfume. If you want to know my thoughts and opinions on this one, check out my review video. This is by Dior, Miss Dior Parfum. Okay, I did receive the new release by Hees Parfums. This is Brownie Points. So I did receive this in PR. Thank you to Hees for sending this to me. I was super curious about this fragrance when I saw the promo pics. This is whipped cream and strawberries and brownies. There's some boozy notes in here. I've only had a chance to wear this once on just the back of my arm. I have not given this a full wear experience, but I will say my first impression of this is that this is delicious. This smells so good. If you love strawberries, if you love whipped cream, if you love brownies, what I really love about this is that it is not straight up gourmand, like in your face, to where it's sickly sweet. And the brownies scared me, okay? I like gourmand fragrances, but I don't like overly chocolatey, gourmand, thick, where that's all it is and there's nothing to balance it out, and it's just like so sickening sweet that you can't wear the fragrance. That's not what this is. I definitely get brownie in here, but it's subdued. It's not the star of the show. The strawberry helps come along to make it fruity. It's really a good balance. It really does lean straight down the middle, unisex, and I feel like it's just not too sweet. It's got booziness in it, so that helps to kind of balance it out. And yeah, I need to play with this some more. I don't know anything about the longevity or anything like that, but so far my first impression of Brownie Points is that I really love the way that it smells. I think it's really well balanced, and I think anyone could wear this. So that is by Hees Parfums, Brownie Points. All right, I told you guys that I was going to get this fragrance. I actually got rid of my dupes for this fragrance. I got rid of perfumes that were in the same scent profile as this fragrance that kind of reminded me of this perfume, because the scent that I actually really wanted is by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is Gentle Fluidity Gold. So this is an oldie, but definitely a goodie. And I had a really, really good dupe of this fragrance by Juliette Perfumes. That was liquid gold, and I actually did declutter that one just because I wanted the real thing, but I did think that it was a good dupe nonetheless. But this is what the bottle looks like, and the juice is this gorgeous purple color that I just absolutely love. I am super happy to have this in my collection. I've worn it a few times since I've gotten it, and I just absolutely love it. It's got nutmeg and juniper berries. It's very warm, ambery, vanilla. It's so, so good. It's so feminine. It's so classy smelling, and I get really decent performance out of this as well. I've wanted this for a long time, and I am very happy to have it. This is by MFK Gentle Fluidity Gold. Up next, we have a fragrance that I've wanted in my collection for a very long time, and I'm super happy to cross this off my list. I now have another Initio fragrance. My psychedelic love is no longer an only child. This is Initio, and this is Musk Therapy. This perfume, like I said, has been on my wish list for a very long time. I absolutely love it. I tested it out and knew I was going to add it this year to the springtime, or when I started to get into the mood for springtime fragrances. I know it's not actually spring yet, but I'm there in my heart and in my mind. This is just such a gem. There's lots of musk in here, obviously. There's blackcurrant. I believe there's some bergamot, some orange. There's some citrusy notes at the top, and I definitely picked that up. Lots of sandalwood in here as well. Yes, yes, I love this kind of musk. This is a clean musk. This is a clean and fresh, out of the shower kind of musk, but I also really love the citruses at the top as well, because it gives it that refreshing, clean. I feel like I just really scrub myself down in the shower, and then I'm fresh out of the shower with this perfume. So that is by Initio Parfums Musk Therapy. Okay, so I did go on a little bit of a Middle Eastern journey here. I wanted to check out some Middle Eastern perfumes that I've heard really, really good things about. So this is by Rasasi, and I think it's Qasamat Ebhar. I'm so sorry if I butchered that, but I've been hearing really, really good things about this fragrance. This is a perfume that I've heard people say kind of smells similar to Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. I feel like the opening of this comes pretty close. I mean, it smells pretty close to the opening of Casablanca to my nose. The opening, there's green apple and lemon, and there's definitely green apple in Casablanca as well. I'm definitely picking up that similarity. The difference for me is in the dry down. So Casablanca is very caramel heavy, and this doesn't have caramel, but this has a lot of vanilla and praline, and I picked that up. So if you like Casablanca, but you like the idea of a more vanillic version of Casablanca, I think this would be a great choice. I don't know that much about the longevity of it yet. I have to wear it more, but from what I could tell, I sprayed it on my arm and it was wafting off my arm, so it seems like it's going to be a good performer, but I don't know for sure. First impression, I'm impressed. I really think it's quite a beautiful scent, so happy to have this one. Okay, speaking of winners, you guys, this next perfume is a Middle Eastern fragrance that I got. I don't remember who I saw talking about this, but when I heard about it, I thought, okay, I need to check this out. This is by Paris Corner, and this is it Khair? Khair? And this is the pistachio one. So I was like, okay, I'm into pistachio lately. I'm really, really liking pistachio. Now here's the thing. A lot of Middle Eastern fragrances, I try not to judge too soon. I usually want to spray them and let them sit for a while, because a lot of them do need time to oxidize. But I have to tell you guys, this doesn't need to oxidize. On first spray of this perfume, I was in love. Okay, this smells so good already. I've only had this for a couple of days, and I have to tell you guys, this already smells incredible. I think this is supposed to be a dupe for Yum Pistachio Gelato, and it does smell very, very similar to Yum Pistachio Gelato, which is a perfume that I really like. That was a perfume that was very polarizing and controversial because people were getting all kinds of different things. People were expecting it to be this pistachio gelato gourmand. Some people were picking up other things from that fragrance. It smelled a little fresh in the opening to me. It had some lily of the valley, so it kind of smelled a little clean, and then it had some gourmand touches in the base. That's what I got from Yum. Now, I have actually decluttered Yum, not because I didn't like it, but because I went to Missouri for Christmas, brought that perfume with me, and my mom absolutely went bananas over the perfume. She just absolutely loved it. She couldn't stop talking about it, and I said, you know what? Here. You love this so much, here you go. You can have my bottle. So I gave it to my mom. So when I heard about this, I thought, you know what? This might be a good replacement for that. Let's check it out. And I have to say, guys, I actually like this version better. I wasn't expecting that. So this smells, like I said, it smells very, very similar. But to me, I get I still get that freshness. I get a kind of a clean feeling smell to it. I think there might be Lily of the Valley in here. That gives me kind of like a clean, florally freshness at the top, but I get more pistachio in here and I get more of the gourmand notes in this fragrance than I did from Yum. And already the performance is better. So Yum was only okay performing at first, but it did get stronger with time. But this is already there. This is already a strong, amazing performing fragrance. I wore this to bed last night and I could still smell it going strong on me this morning. This is my preferred version. I'm just going to stick with this one. So this is Khair Pistachio. And the other one by Paris Corner is Qissa Pink. I had heard that this smelled a lot like Yara from Lattafa, which is a perfume that I really loved the way that it smelled, but I was so disappointed in the performance of that fragrance. So I bought Lattafa's Yara a while ago. I sprayed it, I let it sit for a few months and went back to it. Loved the way it smelled, but the performance was still not good even after it had oxidized and sat for a while. So I did declutter that one. And I was really excited to test this one out because, you know, I heard it smells pretty similar, but the performance is better. I can see the similarities between this and Yara, but I think this is one of those fragrances that's going to need time to sit. So I get a lot of alcohol when I first spray this, which isn't necessarily uncommon. I got a lot of alcohol with Yara too when I first got that one, and other Middle Eastern scents that I've gotten. Actually, it's starting to get better. Yeah, I don't get as much as that. When I first sprayed it, it was like, whoa, that's a lot of alcohol. But it's starting to settle. This seems like it's stronger than Yara as well, but I don't know. Let me let it sit for a little while and I will play with it and I will come back and get you my final thoughts. All right, guys, have you ever just had a feeling about a perfume and you just knew you were gonna love it? You just had this feeling you were gonna love it. That's how I feel about this fragrance. I did blind buy this. Although it took me a while because I don't know, I went back and forth. I wasn't sure. This is by Juliette Has and this is Ode to Dullness. I did blind buy this because, I don't know, I love star anise and I love sandalwood. And I felt like I was really just going to love this. But the thing that held me back really was the name, Ode to Dullness. Now I get it. This is supposed to be that we celebrate everyday life. Things don't have to be spectacular in order to be good, right? It's the everyday things that we could be thankful for. I mean, I get it. However, I find myself drawn to the shiny and the flashy and the colorful. That's what I find myself drawn to. I like unique. I like artistic things. And so when I hear dull, I'm just like, bleh, you know? It just sounds boring. Not that boring is bad. Actually, I'm a homebody. I don't go out and live a flashy lifestyle, but when it comes to like artistic things or my makeup or clothes or earrings, I like bright, shiny, happy, flashy things. But I get it, okay? I get it. So I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to not buy a perfume just because of the name. It's probably going to be a great everyday scent. So this is the packaging that it comes in. And then this is the bottle, which I really love. I love the ombre effect. Now I have not given this perfume a full wear. I just wore it on the back of my hand. But I have to say my first impression of this is that I like it. It's kind of interesting because I'm not sure what's causing it. I know there's star anise. So there's cashmere wood, sandalwood, star anise, and tonka bean in here. There's a sweetness in the opening. I think the combination of maybe that tonka bean and that star anise somehow gives me the slightest memory of like grape soda, but without it being overly, this is not an overly sweet perfume. There is a sweetness to the perfume, but it's not sickly sweet like actual grape soda is sickly sweet, right? It doesn't smell like that, but it has a like non-sweetened grape soda feel in the very opening of the perfume. That lasts for about 10 minutes and then it starts to die down. And that star anise, you know, star anise can kind of smell like licorice sometimes, and it can kind of smell like, I don't know, I guess grape soda. Oh, I really love the opening of this. The opening of this is really, really nice. But as this perfume dries down, it gets less sweet on my skin and more of that sandalwood starts to come through. So far, I like it. I don't have my full thoughts on it yet. I don't know about the performance. I don't know any of that. I will definitely keep you posted on this one. But so far, I like it. And I think it will grow into a love as I wear it We'll see. All right, a while back ago, Joma Shop had a flash sale on Parfums de Marly, and there were 2 Parfums de Marly fragrances that I've had my eye on, and I knew once I found a good deal on them, I would be adding them into my collection. And there was my opportunity, there was my shot, you know what I mean? I had to go for it. And I'm glad I did, because I think Valaya sold out quickly, I believe. So that's the first one that I got, was Valaya by Parfums de Marly. This one has been on my wish list ever since I tested it when it first came out. When it first came out, I got a sample of it and tested it, and I absolutely loved it, but I didn't want to pay full price for it. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. Elegant, feminine, wedding vibes. This definitely gives me bride vibes for sure, and I think this is so good. Now I have to say, this fragrance is different from what I remember when I sampled it. Not a lot different. I actually like it even more now that I have the full bottle and the full wearing experience, but I was kind of surprised. I didn't remember there being as much Akagaya wood in here. That's what's in here. This is a woody, musky fragrance. It's got aldehydes. It has a lot of woodiness to it though, and I kind of forgot that that was in here. So I was kind of surprised when I sprayed it, but I actually really love it. It works. It works on me. It works on my skin. I can see though why people don't like this. Even though I love it, when I smell this, I think to myself, this smells good on me and my skin chemistry, but I can absolutely see how this could go horribly wrong for some people. I think for some people they were getting like laundry, dryer sheet, or like clean linen vibes. I get a hint of that in here. That's not normally my thing, but I have enough of the other stuff. It doesn't smell straight up like clean linen to me, but there is a clean linen feel to the fragrance that I get. I get that fruity white peach, and I definitely feel like the orange blossom and the lily of the valley in here gives it like a cleanness. Not clean linen, but clean, you're clean. You know, your skin, but better. Your skin is clean, you're fresh out of the shower clean. And then lots and lots of beautiful muskiness. So this is by Parfums de Marly, Valaya. And this one has been on my wish list for an eternity. It was time to get this fragrance. This is Safand. And this is just not talked about enough. I don't think Safand gets the love that she deserves. Look at how beautiful she is. This is one of my favorite. This might be my favorite bottle of all my Parfums de Marly. I don't know why. It's like that ambery juice with the black and the gold. I just love this color combo. Anyway, this is a beautiful fragrance. And I remember when this first came out, people were comparing this to Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian because of the orange blossom. It has a touch of that, but this is so much more mature. And that might be a good or a bad thing. There are white florals in here that I can definitely pick up on. So when I went to Fragrantica and I looked at the note breakdown, I was kind of confused because it says that there's orange blossom, and I thought there are more white florals than that in this fragrance. It's not just orange blossom, you know? And so I went to the actual Parfums de Marly website, and I was right. There's jasmine in here too, and I definitely pick it up. It's not indolic jasmine, but this is a more mature scent. There's vanilla, there's some amber. It's definitely a warmer perfume, and I think there's some sandalwood in here as well. And I'm super happy to have this in my collection. So this is by Parfums de Marly, Safand. Okay, this next one is by Navitus Parfums, and this is the newest one. I believe it's the newest one by Paulina Char. This is Lost in a Dream. I have had this one for quite some time. I ordered this one in December, but it didn't get shipped out to me until later. But I've had this since like the beginning-ish, maybe mid part of January. And I didn't want to speak about it too soon because I wanted to give it time to sit and settle. A lot of people were saying that this smells like commodity milk. And I remember after I heard that after I ordered it because I don't like commodity milk. I had both the Milk Expressive and the Milk Bold, and I decluttered both of them because I did not like them. I found them both to be too woody, too masculine leaning for me. But what I discovered from those fragrances is the reason why I didn't like them is because of the mahogany. Mahogany is very noticeable and specific woody note that I just cannot do. It is too strong, it is too masculine, it is too dark, and almost every single perfume that I have ever tried with mahogany in it, I have not liked. So when I got this one, I didn't know what to expect. And I will say, I agree, it does smell very, very similar to Commodities Milk. However, for me, because I don't like mahogany, this is actually the version that I prefer. Yes, it does smell similar. I can definitely pick up Commodity Milk. So here's the thing. If you already own Commodities Milk, the Bold or the Expressive, and you love it, do I think this is going to be repetitive? Yeah, I do. Do I think you're going to need this? No, I don't. But if you're like me and that milk line did not work out for you because you don't like mahogany, you might want to get your nose on this one because this is the version of that scent profile for me. I really like this a lot. So this has top notes of milk accord, orange, bergamot, cinnamon. And I do pick up the cinnamon in here as well. Especially now that I've let it sit, I do pick up the cinnamon more and more. Heart notes, you have fig milk. I don't really get much fig. I get almonds. I don't get croissant. I don't get coffee. Marshmallow, yeah, I pick that up. I pick up something fluffy in here. Then it has jasmine and it has some amberwood in here. That's the woodiness. There's definitely woodiness in here, and this is the traditional amberwood smell that is in a lot of the Navitus fragrances. If you're not a fan of amberwood, you're not going to like this, or any of the other Navitus fragrances really, because they put amberwood in almost everything. But I love amberwood, and I feel like this is, like I said, my version of the Commodity Milk because I'd much rather have that scent profile with amberwood than mahogany. I really, really like it. I'm happy to have it. I'm happy I bought it because I really was looking for something like Commodity Milk, but without that mahogany, overly masculine, super deep, dark, woody part of that fragrance. So my husband really likes this on me. When I first got it and sprayed it, he walked into the room and asked me what I was wearing and told me he loved the way that I smelled. So this is husband approved, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. So this is by Navitus Parfums, Lost in a Dream. Okay, Afnan sent me in PR this fragrance. This is 9 p.m. Pour Femme. When they sent me this in PR, I was super curious because I really do have my eye on this house. They're an affordable Middle Eastern brand, and from what I can tell, when I first sprayed this fragrance, the first thing I thought was Atomic Rose by Initio. Now, when I say that, yes, it smells like that, but not really. This is not a dupe or a one-to-one dupe of Atomic Rose. This has its own stuff going on, but it does have a similarity to Atomic Rose that I pick up on. But no, they're not. This isn't a dupe for it, though. This is not nearly as peppery, spicy, as deep, as dark, seductive as Atomic Rose is. This is definitely sweeter, more bright, more vibrant. This has a lot of iris in it, too. I'm picking up a lot of iris as well. So this almost kind of reminds me of a cross between Atomic Rose and My Way's Parfum. This is beautiful. This also has raspberry in it too, I think. Yeah, it's like it's its own perfume, but kind of has hints of some other perfumes too. So this is 9 p.m. Pour Femme by Afnan. Okay, this last fragrance I was not planning on picking up until this fall. This is a more of what I consider to be, or at least I thought at the time that it would be more of a fall fragrance, but there was a deal on this perfume that I could not pass up, so I had to get it. And this is by Jovoy. This is Remember Me. So it comes in this box, and this is the bottle. It has the name on the side. Now this is a fragrance, like I said, I tested a while back ago and I absolutely loved it. But I was kind of hesitant to purchase it just because it reminds me of Xerjoff's Starlight, but they're not exactly the same. But they remind me of, and I didn't know if it would be repetitive to have this in my collection, but I went back to my sample of this and sprayed it again, and I was like, I just have to have this. And then there was a sale on it, and I was like, okay, I'm picking for the price I got this at, I had to get it. So this top notes, we have cardamom, lemon, and bergamot. It is definitely spicy. It's got this spicy cardamom feel to it, but for some reason it kind of reminds me of like chai tea. It gives me this chai tea vibe. There's tea in here, so that makes sense. There's also ginger, frangipani, but then there's also milk in here as well. So I definitely get a much creamier, not creamy, but lactonic a lactonic feel to the fragrance that I don't get from Starlight. So Starlight is a cardamom balm that smells a lot to me like a cardamom baking cookie. This smells more like a cardamom and ginger and chai tea latte. And I just think this smells so good. I love chai tea lattes and I love the way this smells. I thought at first when I tested it that it was going to be like a fall winter perfume, but I'm starting to change my mind on this because it's not so heavy and strong that I don't feel like I could wear it right now. Now, dead summer, milky notes and summertime heat don't work with me. They don't go together for me. But I think I could wear this right now. I still think that this might lean a little bit more fall. Wow, is this beautiful. I'm so glad I got this. I think this is just one of the most cozy and relaxing perfumes that I have. It's just a cozy, comforting fragrance that smells kind of like a warm hug, like a warm chai tea latte hug. It's so, so good. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. So that is by the House of Jovoy, Remember Me. All right, you guys, I think that is the biggest haul I have ever done so far on my channel. I could be lying to you. I don't really remember, but I feel like that was a ginormous haul. March is going to be a lot more toned down. We're going to calm it on down in March. But yeah, this is my haul for February. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of these fragrances. Have you tried them? Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I love to hear from you guys. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope everybody is having an amazing day, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.